2022 was the hardest year I have ever had in business, and I've been in business for over 30 years. And by far, the last 6 months, starting pretty much from last summer, was so difficult for me in the barrage of problems that I had with my business that it actually almost put me under. And I mean under mentally, actually, from the stress of it all. However, I am and have pulled myself out of it. And the way that I have done so is by understanding where the problems are financially, the numbers, the money, where were the problems? And it's because that I use my income statements and I know how to read income statements, I was really able to understand where the problems were and therefore how to fix them. Because when you don't understand what the problem is, you no way can you fix any of those problems. So it's really essential. I've always talked about this. It's so important that you have your books with a good bookkeeper on a software program that you have access to, either with Xero or QuickBooks. These are two both excellent online bookkeeping tools. And if your business is doing now 100,000 in revenue or more, you must have a professional bookkeeper. And in addition to looking at the income statement, which basically is just telling you how much you made and what all your expenses are and what was at the end of it, what's left over, which could be put in your pocket, which is called the net income, is understanding the percentages of those costs. And this is something really, really, really crucial. So what I mean by that is if you know that your refund percentage that you did, I'm in clothing. As you all know, I have an e-commerce business in clothing. There's a lot of refunds with clothing. So if I know that in 2021 that I had 18% in refunds, and in 2022 I had 19% in refunds, then I know that there has been an increase in refunds, and that is a problem. And what can I do about it? If my shipping costs for 2021 was 3%, and my shipping costs for 2022 is 6%, I now know there has been a 3% increase in the costs of UPS for my shipping. If my inventory costs came to 20% in 2021 and now they're at 23%, I now know there's been a 3% increase. So now I know, rather than going, oh my God, I hardly made money because this is what's left over, I understand why I didn't make as much money. And therefore, I can go to UPS and negotiate new prices or find a new shipper. I can improve my listings so the the refunds can go down. I go back to my vendors and I start negotiating prices so I can get my costs down. And all of these kind of actions are the actions that will decrease my costs. And when I look at my income statement again quarterly or at the end of the year, I am positive I am going to see an increase in net profit by percentage. And this is something I do not find a lot of people teach, and it's really, really, really important. So make sure you have a bookkeeper that has your books online. You look regularly at your income statement and see how much leftover there is, your net profit, and more important, that your bookkeeping software is enabled so that you can actually see the percentages of what you are using in your money. And ideally, you can then compare it again from last year. And as your business goes on, and you have this 2021 and 2022 and 2023 and etc., you can see how your costs change, and that's how you control your business. Honestly, this is what business is. It's controlling costs and understanding what they are, and that is how you make money.